Hello everyone and Happy New Year. My name is Serafi and I'm thrilled to have all of you with me. For my last video today, we're going to be playing Tri-Brigades. So Tri-Brigades are a great deck. They've been in Master Duel for over 2 years now. I've already kind of figured out all of the main ways that you can play Tri-Brigades in Master Duel. But in Duel Links, it's primarily just link summoning. The way that Tri-Brigades work is if you have a Tri-Brigade monster on the field once per turn, you can banish beasts, beast warrior, and winged beast monsters from your graveyard, and then special summon a monster from your extra deck whose link rating is equal to the number of monsters that you banished. Now, since you're special summoning from the extra deck, even though it's a link summon, you do still have to follow the rules of the summoning. So you can't special summon Pendulum or link monsters from your extra deck, no matter how you're summoning them, without either coming to an extra monster zone or to a zone a link monster points to. But the summoning of monsters with a Tri-Brigade monster effect is not a link summon, and therefore, if you send the monster to the graveyard as material for something else, you cannot revive it, which is important for Revolt. So let's talk about the deck. The skill that we're playing is Destiny Draw Pride and Soul. Return Dragon of Pride and Soul from your hand to the bottom of your deck, draw 2 cards. There are a couple of other skills you could play. You could play Avaricious Avian so that you could return cards from your graveyard to your deck to draw 1. You could potentially play Legend of Heroes to get yourself 2,000 extra life points. You will never summon Avermax with Legend of Hero in Tri-Brigades because, again, you don't special summon from the extra deck always. A lot of times you'll want to special summon from the graveyard. It depends on, well, but you're using that for Revolt. You lock yourself into Beast Warrior, Winged Beasts a lot. But you can, I guess you can summon Avermax in the majority of cases if the game goes that far, which with Shireg and with the life point boost you get could potentially happen, but a lot of decks these days are really fast, so I don't know if that's necessarily worth it or reasonable. This just makes sure that if you happen to brick on 1 card, you just draw 2 more. So I think that it's a pretty solid use of your time. I'm playing 2 copies of Fractal. I got the second Fractal pretty early into the second box. If you just want 1 run through the box, then instead of this Fractal, play a 3rd copy of Tri-Brigade Standoff. So main deck we have Tri-Brigade Fractal. Discard this card to send a level 3 or lower Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monster from your deck to your graveyard. So Fractal, mill Kit, mill Nerval, draw Karis. That's the combo. Also, every Tri-Brigade monster has the same effect, which I just explained. Kit, if it's sent to the graveyard from anywhere, you can send another Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to the graveyard. Nerval, if it's sent to the graveyard from anywhere, you can add a Tri-Brigade card from your deck to your hand. No, Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to your hand. Karis, you can discard another Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster to special summon this card from your hand. Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault. Target a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster you control. Special summon a Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck with a different type and attack less than or equal to that monster in defense position. But its effects are negated until the end of the turn. Also, you're locked into link monsters for this turn. So the primary benefit of Tri-Brigade Airborne Assault is to get additional link materials on your turn and to trigger Shireg's effect on your opponent's turn. It's fine. Tri-Brigade Standoff. While this card is on the field, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except for Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monsters. This is the only Tri-Brigade card that locks the type of monster you summon. Most of them only lock the either Bear Grim outlocks the archetype if you use its effect, but most of them just lock you into using only those cards as materials. Now, Standoff is the main reason that you play Standoff is for the second effect. You can send 1 monster from your hand or field to the graveyard to add a Tri-Brigade monster from your deck to your hand with a different original type. This is a good way to add your Fractal. And then once per turn, if this card is in its owner's spell and trap zone is destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can activate this effect. Your opponent cannot declare an attack this turn. Pretty useful effect. But this is not as good as Fire Formation Tanky. I am playing on a new account. That's why I'm playing the Tri-Brigade Standoff. If you have Fire Formation Tanky, play that instead. It doesn't cost you a card from your hand or from your field, and it draws you Fractile, which is what you would use this card for. Floodgate Trap Hole. Just a good card. Tri-Brigade Revolt. Special summon a number of your Beast, Beast Warrior, and Winged Beast monsters that are banished or in your graveyard but negate their effects. Then immediately after Tri-Brigade Revolt resolves, link summon a Tri-Brigade Link monster using only those monsters. You can only activate one Tri-Brigade Revolt per turn. So, Revolt is a great card, but the problem is that since we only have 3 zones, it's a lot harder to use than in Master Duel. So here's what you want to do. Use your combo. Get your Karis. Karis, summon itself by discarding a card. Now there are 4 monsters in your graveyard. Karis effect, banish 2, special summon the Bear Brum. Then you link Karis and Bear... No, you special summon Farage. How many cards are in your hand at this point? You discard 1. And then you discarded a second one and you played a card. Okay. So if you're going first, then at maximum you have 1 more card in your hand. But you can still normal summon. Yeah, okay, this is fine. No, but you want to keep a card in your hand so that you can search for Revolt. No, wait, hold on. You added Karis as an extra card to your hand. Okay, never mind. You have 2 cards in your hand. Okay. All right, so you have 2 cards in your hand. You're going to special summon the Karis out after discarding a card. You banish 2, special summon the Bear Brum. Then you link Bear Brum and Karis into Rugal. Now, Bear Brum's effect activates, you draw Revolt, and then you put 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck, which is going to be a card that's not a monster. You do your normal summon. You link Rugal and your normal summon into Charade. And the reason that you're going to do this is so that you've linked summoned a monster properly. That means that you can set your Revolt, and then during your opponent's turn, you can Revolt, summon the Silver Sheller and one of the monsters you banished, link them into another Charade. So you cannot get enough monsters on your field to link summon Charade with Revolt unless one of them was properly summoned. Keep that in mind. It's not easy to do with only 4 cards in your opening hand. You have to have a very specific opening hand. Okay. For the extra deck, we have Charade, 2 or more Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast type monsters. If this card is special summon, or if another Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster is special summoned to your field, you can banish a card on the field without targeting. That's really good. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your deck to your hand whose level is less than or equal to the number of your banished Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters. You can only use each effect once per turn. Solid. Ancient Warriors, Oath, Double Dragon Lords. This is a Link 2 Beast Warrior. All Ancient Warrior monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense, so it's got 1600 attack. And you can send 1 card from your hand or field to the graveyard, target 1 face-up card your opponent controls, and return it to the hand. So you can link summon this card, or you can special summon this card without link summoning it by using any of your Tri-Brigade cards. And then you can potentially, if you end on the Ancient Warriors card, you have an additional interruption. You can play Tri-Brigade Ancient Warriors as well. I don't know what that's going to look like with only 20 cards in the main deck, but it is probably going to be a more consistent feeling deck, because you can probably play the Fire Formation skill in that list, because you can probably play the Fire Formation like MST. But that's a lot of continuous spells, though, if you're going to play Tenki and that, just to play the I mean, it does give you Fractal, but how are you going to fit all the Ancient Warriors? I don't know what maybe it's a 30-card deck, to be honest. I'm not sure. I saw LG playing this, and I thought that it might be something, but Tri-Brigade Ancient Warriors is the best way to play Ancient Warriors. I don't know that it's the best way to play Tri-Brigade, though. But, I mean, if you like Ancient Warriors, it's going to be really good. Tri-Brigade Bear Brum, the Rampant Rampager. This is a Link 2 Beast with 1700 attack points. This card points down and right, so if you're going to use your effects to link this card, to special summon this card from your extra deck, you want to make sure you put it in the left EMZ so that you don't lose the ability to link summon. Alright, you can discard 2 cards to just target one of your banished level 4 or lower beast, beast warrior, or winged beast monsters and special summon it. That is awful. So if you're in a situation where you have to do that with only 4 cards in your opening hand, you are in a bad position. But if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Tri-Brigade spell or trap from your deck to your hand, then place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. Also, you are locked into Tri-Brigades for the rest of the turn. This is how you draw Revolt. Tri-Brigade Farigit the Barren Blossom. This card exists solely because she is female, and I can use her for thumbnail art. 2 Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters. During your main phase, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your hand. That is extremely good if you have 5 cards in your opening hand, but since you don't, you typically won't have any cards left to summon with this card, which is unfortunate. Also, you cannot use monsters as link material for the rest of the turn except Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monsters. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card, then place 1 card from your hand on the bottom of your deck. So again, it's another card like Bear Brum where you don't really go plus, you just kind of go even, and that doesn't help you very much. And lastly, Rugal. Rugal is here because it's a link 3. It's really bad. During your opponent's main phase, as a quick effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Beast, Beast Warrior, or Winged Beast monster from your hand or graveyard, but negate its effects and return it to the hand during the end phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can make all monsters your opponent currently controls lose 300 attack for each monster you control until the end of the turn, each monster type. So up to 3 if you have Winged Beast, Beast, and Beast Warrior, which you usually won't. It's an interesting card, and it is kind of cool that if you revolt with it, you can lower monsters' attack points, but that doesn't really help you. I mean, you're trying to trigger Shireg, so you're going to banish whatever threat your opponent has anyway, so it's not usually relevant. But you... Yeah, I know, this card's just kind of mediocre. Anyway, that's the deck. Let's take a look at the replay. Alright, we're going first against Raging Pendulum. Never mind, it's Pendulum Rebellion, I forgot. Alright, so we open our Destiny Draw Pride and Soul, so we're going to draw 2 more cards. We'll use Standoff, pitch, draw Fractal. Fractal, pitch, do our full combo, grab another Fractal. Then we're going to normal summon Karis, banish 4 to special summon the Shireg and pass. The opponent's going to Spiral Flame Strike to draw Odd Eyes. Activate the skill, set the scales, play Pendulum Call, grab Oath Dragon, and Dragon Pulse. The opponent then Pendulum summons 3, but we have Floodgate Trap Hole, which is awful for him. So he summons 3 monsters at once, and now I'm going to Floodgate to put them all face down permanently. He has nothing. He has no choice. He's going to Book of Eclipse his own board so that he can at least change their battle positions later. Alright, I activate my Airborne Assault to special summon from the deck, and that lets me banish his Odd Eyes. Book of Eclipse, I draw another card. Alright, we're going to summon, and then we're going to link into the Bear Brum. Shireg, banish the Rebellion Dragon. So we're making sure that all these Pendulum monsters don't come back. Then we'll use Bear Brum's effect to special summon a monster so that we can link 3 into Silver Sheller. Bear Brum, draw Revolt, then put a card from our hand on the bottom of the deck. Set 1, we destroy both his monsters, and we pass to him. He's going to Pendulum Summon again. He Pendulum Summons 2. We'll use Silver Sheller's effect to special summon from the graveyard, which banishes another monster thanks to the Shireg. Then we'll Revolt on our turn. Link into Farigit. Shireg, banish again, and we attack directly. Alright, so the opponent was playing Pendulums. They were trying to get use out of the ability to return for the extra deck. We banished 1 card every single turn, 4 cards that the opponent did not get back to their extra deck, and they were not able to play any sort of long game against us. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.